beam to the top. He's going up for the Nexus here as well.
Will they be able to get it? A few more hits. Will this really happen? They save the Nexus.
It's an 8 for OG, and that's going to be the game. One auto attack away from winning the game. They have to win here against LMQ, otherwise they're out.
Oh my gosh! The triple kill coming in from Reckless. They just clean up the fight completely.
Shout goes over the wall. Reckless comes in. He gets the pentakill.
From tears to cheers, Reckless comes up with a pentakill.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of the Singapore group stage of the 2014 League of Legends World Championship. Today's matches are massively important as we find out who will advance to next week's quarterfinals. You see the players on stage just moments ago. LMQ and Cloud9 both arriving together. Looking to be in fairly high spirits. Serious look on Elimination's face. Kaboom as well. Play 2 games today against LCS squads, and they have the opportunity to play Heartbreaker with the West. My name is Trevor Quickshot Henry, and joining me on the analyst desk for our pre- and post-game reports are Peter Double of Ping, Eddie Carey for Counterlogic Gaming. Next up, Neil Prolly Hamad from Complexity, Alberto Crumbs Renhifo Jungler for Team Dignitas, and rounding out the table, Christopher Monte Cristo Michaels, OG and Costa, and analysts. Thank you guys for joining us. Before we get to the games, we do have to discuss the multitude of tiebreaker scenarios that we face as we are entering the final group stage day in Singapore. Group C and D are still very much up for grabs, as not a single team has secured their quarterfinal spots yet. In Group D, Kaboom is very much in a position to play spoiler, and the EUNA rivalry may still have a lot to say about which team will advance. Let's talk a little bit about the tiebreaker scenarios. We do have all possibilities locked down and written out. First and foremost, if Samsung Blue win a game, they guarantee themselves a spot in the quarters. If Fnatic want any shot at making it to playoffs, they have to win. Group D on the other side, you've got a multitude of tiebreaker scenarios, but Naj and White Shield with the highest number of possibilities of making it to playoffs. I've ranted enough. Double Lift, talk to me about some of the scenarios that you're looking forward to and potential outcomes.
I think the most epic scenario would be a Fnatic LMQ tiebreaker, and there's only one very specific situation in which that would happen, but like how ridiculous would that be? Fnatic would have such a great story, like kind of coming back from these disappointing losses, and then LMQ, they're like the pride of NA right now, so.
There are so many tiebreakers, I'm just completely terrified of what's going to happen. And I'm literally holding all my predictions right now on purpose because I'm going to jinx whatever I want. So I'm going to keep it in my head and not say it out loud and just pray that I get what I want.
Crumbs?
Now, the one that I really want to see is going to be on Group D. If Cloud9 is to beat Naj and White Shield and both Alliance and Cloud9 win their matches against Kaboom, we go into a 3-way tie for first place. Round robin, anything goes. That's exciting.
I agree. That's the one I really want to see as well. I think it would be super, super fun to see all of these teams going head-to-head in that, because we've seen such a mixed bag in Group D. I would really, really enjoy that.
I look forward to that pregame because I think we're going to have a little bit of a debate in terms of that matchup. Let's roll on and take a quick look back at some of yesterday's amazing #World Big Plays. We've got a couple lined up, and our first one comes from Alliance's perfect win over Najin White Shield. And at Adrian's ST50, Adrian Saint 15 tweets, Shook goes in, kicks Sefa onto the Frog and Charm, and the game is over. He shook them all game long. This was your number 3 World's Big Play.
Save uses the ultimate, wipes out the wave, catches on towards one, Tabs takes a hit, but that turret is falling fast. Wicked in there. Are they going to go deep? They can cover in. The charm is in there. Now he goes down. Frogger gets himself the kill. Save comes around. Chrono Shift, but Wicked keeps him safe. And the Lions push on through against Najin Whiteshield's face.
You got a fantastic engage on a sieging turret with Lee Sin. Now, the impressive part to me there is the coordination between Shook and Froggen, that he lands the charm right at the very end of the kick. Kick is a stun, so right as the end, he does not throw the charm before. He doesn't panic. He knows exactly where Triss is going, throws the charm out, chains the CC beautifully, and it's game over.
Yeah, very well played indeed. The next one is also with Shook. He continued his impressive day with a fantastic Dragon Steal. This one comes to us from @AndyM Says. Kick, steal, kill, Shook! This is your number 2 World Big Play.
Yeah, Safe is running from base here, but so is Froggen. And again, there's Teleport on Wicked. It's going to be focused Corn.
There it is.
Coming in. Watch
Teleport right in. Watch, it's going to be focused. Shook gets the spike down. They turn it off towards him. Gorilla's trying to run away. Shook comes in, gets him down. It's another kill for Shook. He's 4-0-1, and they get the Dragon. Everything is once again going Alliance's way.
Yeah, really impressive play right there on actually several different levels. It's rare to see a Lee Sin ult that good. And what happened was when he came in, his kick of Kha'Zix damaged the dragon enough so he could win the smite steal because he was anticipating that damage. He then kicked and knocked up Janna, which delayed Janna's ult, which also prevented the disengage by a few seconds and then allowed Alliance to take even more from that situation. Really, really good ult.
Unbelievable play from Shook. Finally, it was Reckless with the pentakill. And this one comes to us from @JakeJ Walker. He tweets, "Hi, my name is Reckless, and I'm not ready to be knocked out of Worlds just yet. This was your play of the day."
Who's going to be the first target? Ackerman actually dive into the backside, but he's going to be going down quickly. Yellow Star actually focused by Vasily, trying to get the resets. There's the equalizer. They've got to walk back over it. Double kill for Reckless. Can he get any more here? He will get more. And now they're on towards No Name. Are they trying to give a pentakill over to Reckless? They are. There's the Quadra. Can he get himself the pentakill? Cyanide and Pinky both closing in. There's the slow. Shaolin Shao goes over the wall. Reckless comes in, he gets the pentakill!
What an impressive game by Reckless. And just even after that, what's even more impressive, after that game, they interviewed Reckless and he said, Fnatic's like family to me. And you can kind of tell after he got that triple kill, they really want to boost his spirits up and give him that pentakill and set it up for him. So just a really great explosive game by Fnatic.
Yeah, really well played indeed. You guys at home can let us know your top moments from each day of Worlds action by tweeting to us at LOL Esports. Use the hashtag Worlds Big Plays. Let's take a look at today's action where we can hopefully get more of those big plays. Right out the gate, we have Brazil's Kaboom eSports taking on North America's Cloud9. Then later, Cloud9 will be out for revenge against Korea's Najin White Shield. Final game of the group stages will be China's OMG going up against North America's LMQ. And in the event of tiebreakers, we will play those matches immediately after our 6th game. So for an in-depth look at the star players and rising teams from the World Championship, you can head over to lolesports.com. While there, you can vote on the outcome of every match through the World Finals, as well as find stats, spoiler-free VODs, and much more. We'd then like you guys to go on Twitter and answer a question for us. As we close out the group stages, we want to ask you, which hype train have you boarded for the quarterfinals and why? Whether it's a team, a player, a region, we want to know what train you're on and which one you've bought a ticket for. We're all well aware of which train Monte Cristo's on.
No. I'm not on that train anymore, Trevor. There is no hype train. Hype implies that there is something that's overblown about it. No, Korean dominance is just a thing now. It's just a thing.
Oh, it's the fanboy train.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Probably which train are you boarding for quarterfinals?
I started off early in this group hyping up with NA because they came out of the gates like killing everything, and I'm staying on it. I think LMQ and C9 do have a chance in the group stages right now to make it out.
Crumbs?
I have been on the train in the other part of town long ago. I am on the Samsung White train. You could argue that they had an easy group, but the wins that they had were by far more impressive than all the other ones we've seen here.
Well, we'll see which trains you guys are on. So for your pick for individual or group or player, whoever you think has the biggest momentum heading into quarterfinals, send your answers to us at LOL eSports. We will read some of our favorites later on in the show. We're going to move on to a new section. We've seen 54 unique champions played at the World Championships. So we're going to put a question to the desk. Who would make up your MVP team composition from the Singapore group stage, much like we did for Taipei and Y Crumbs? We're going to start in the top lane and work our way down. Who's your top lane champion?
It has to be Aurelia. She's in fact the most picked top laner in these group stages, and she's having quite a bit of a success. Obviously, Wicked has been playing her exceptionally, and he has a majority of the wins on her, but she just kind of fits this pseudo-tank meta that we're seeing with Maokai and Alistar being banned. Either you pick Lulu and feed, or you pick Aurelia and you carry.
Monte Cristo in the jungle.
Well, I'm going to take Kha'Zix just because he has been like the most picked jungler so far of this tournament. And what's interesting is that every team has picked Kha'Zix at least once. So that says a lot about the champion. His high damage is great, of course. And also, he fills so many roles. He can clean up fights with his wings, his evolved E. He can poke very well with his W. He fits into so many different kinds of strategies.
Definitely a versatile jungler. In the mid lane, I think I'm going to ask Prolly. What champion would you pick?
I'm going to go with a champion that I've forsaken in the past, but I'm going to go with Ahri. I think a lot of the mids in these groups have shown Ahri's like kind of playstyle. She's a safe mid. You can blind pick her, and then she works really well in these kind of pick comps, as well as kind of just the run at 'em comps. So I think she's really versatile and really important.
Double lift for our duo lane. Who's your AD carry and support?
For AD carry, Lucian, probably my favorite AD carry at the moment, and only rivaled in power level, probably by Tristana. He has no dip in power like Tristana mid-game, where he's a lane bully. Mid-game, he has insane burst, and then late-game, he actually doesn't fall off and get outscaled that badly. And you can tell the difference between a good Lucian and a really great Lucian like Reckless and Deft just by watching. And then Thresh is probably my pick for support. He's the most picked champion this week. At 13 picks, and he's also the support with the highest kill participation of any support. So that's just really impressive, and he has amazing playmaking ability, which is exactly what you're seeing from all these Thresh players here at Worlds.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right, this team composition or champion bundle, you can grab the Singapore group stage MVP team comp in the stores right now. The comp includes the skins that have been used by your favorite Worlds pros, so bundle up and start practicing your own #WorldsBigPlays with this awesome team composition. This is going to bring us quite naturally to our first match of the day as Brazil's Kaboom eSports goes up against Cloud9. Kaboom has made the most of their Worlds experience, I think. They seem to be in good spirits. They've put up a good show through most of their games. Minerva especially stands out, and he actually said he was happy to be mentioned by the analyst desk and the casters, naming Double for some praise in particular. They are the team that has the chance to play spoiler in this group, because if they take a win off Alliance or Cloud9, it's going to be difficult. Double lift, what's your take on Kaboom in their shots?
And I mean, now that Kaboom has lost their chance of making it out of groups, it's kind of sad, but it's also really scary because now they have nothing to lose. I mean, they've been playing really standard in their previous games, but now they can play with kind of no regard and just kind of ignore risks, make these really aggressive plays.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they do. They are up against Cloud9. They're sitting at 2-2. They had 2 good games. They had 2 poor games. Double lift, just want to shoot to you really quickly. The Talon and Tristana picks from the last game against Shield for Cloud9, very questionable. What's your take?
Oh, God. Yeah, I really hated that. Talon Tristana to me has absolutely zero synergy. Talon is a champion that wants to fight mid-game, and Triss is a champion that has a dip in mid-game power. So there's really no coordination between those 2 champions. I really hope Cloud9 picks up their pick and ban phase.
I think the Cloud9 pick and ban phase looked kind of weak, but I don't think that's going to be a case anymore. Lemon does have that nice notebook, and I think he's going to fix everything. And then the game against Kaboom is going to be a showcase of what they're going to do later today.
We'll have to see how they handle themselves. We're going to throw things over to the trio of casters to take us into game number 1.